guys, it's Nikki and welcome to a plan with me. I obviously haven't uploaded in a bit. I'll talk about that. If you follow me on Instagram or if you're in the Facebook group, you've probably already heard about it, but I'm gonna do kind of like a little bit of a story time because I haven't really said what it was that happened. So anyway, I am going to be planning, I'm gonna be using our new Flora kit. This just came out yesterday. We are doing 20% off of the website right now with code Hello Weekend if you're interested. And then this is a newer format. I didn't do a new release video, so I've not done one in a couple of weeks since the format update. I'm sorry about that. I don't have a laptop right now. I've got extra sheets in here. So that is why I didn't do anything. I still don't have one. I brought my larger computer home, one of my larger computers home. So the new format, I'm just gonna kind of flip quickly. So you've got your full box sheet still, second sheet, third sheet, fourth sheet, and then that's the base kit. We now have a luxe version, and that includes this sheet, which is a layering sheet. And this is also available just individually on the website because some people had asked me for it. There's also a deco sheet available for this. I didn't grab it. I should have. I just realized that I don't have it. But yeah, so that's the new format. It's just the larger kit, and then you have the option of that layering sheet if you wanted to do the larger kit. So let's get started. I am going to be planning for this past week. Or this, well, it's this current week. So it's Saturday. I have been designing all day. Like I said, I brought home one of my larger iMacs this weekend just so that I could design, so that I could get a couple of videos filmed. I'd like to do a couple more plan with me's, but it's gonna depend. The number one thing I wanna get done is filming. What am I doing? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's been too long. Okay, so I just went and put that down in my sidebar instead of on my my other side right here because it doesn't extend all the way to the bottom. I got confused. Anyway, so I don't have a laptop, and what happened was, I'm gonna try to tell this story as easily as possible. What happened was my MacBook Pro on, it's been about 2 weeks now, my MacBook Pro caught on fire and burned a hole through my couch is the simple version of this story. So what happened was, Colby and I have a TV in the bedroom. We don't watch TV in there a ton, but for some reason we were, and I believe it was the weekend, so he was working the next morning. So we had been watching Shark Tank. He fell asleep. Now, normally we both go to bed about at the same time. I don't normally stay up much later than him, but for some reason this night, I decided to stay up and finish the episode after he had already gone to bed. And you know what? Maybe he didn't just fall asleep watching. Maybe he actually had said, I'm gonna go to bed. So anyway, whatever. So for some reason though, I stayed up later than him and decided that I wanted to continue watching, so. Where is my, okay, this is the reason that I reprinted this because I was missing that. Anyway, so he goes to sleep and I'm still in there watching. I need date dots. I will be right back. I'm sorry. I should have done this before I started. Okay, so I grabbed a few things. None of those things are date covers. I actually designed a brand new sheet of those. Haven't released it, haven't done anything with it. Just, you know, I've had it designed for, I don't even know how long. Anyway, so back to my story. So we are, I think I'm gonna lay these behind, which is what I've wanted to do for a while. Or maybe I'll lay them under. So Colby's asleep and I stay up, watch the rest of the episode, and then I decide to go to bed. So before I go to bed, because Aspen is a baby, like I can let Ozzy out a bit early and then us go to sleep and it not be an issue. But if Aspen doesn't get let out right before it's time to go to bed, she'll wake up in the middle of the night and she'll whine and cry until she gets let out. It's crooked, but I had to leave it. So I came out into the living room, let her out. Now, while we were in bed watching Shark Tank, I had a video out here that had been processing on my, I'm gonna zoom you guys, because my background color is off. I had a video out here that was processing. So my laptop had just been sitting on the couch. I let her out, I unplugged my laptop, it was already, the video wasn't gonna process that night. it had been kind of stuck in like limbo for a while. And at that point, I want to say it was about 1 o'clock in the morning. So I just figure, whatever, I'll deal with this tomorrow. Unplug the laptop, shut the laptop, let her out, and then went and did like a whole routine that I do before I go to bed, wash my face, brush my teeth, put all the stuff on my face, you know, normal stuff. So did all that. So after I had unplugged that laptop, turned all the lights off, you know, set the alarm, brushed my teeth, all of that, it would probably have been a good 20 minutes at least. So at that point, I get in bed, lay down. Now, I can't just fall asleep. It takes me like 20, 30, however long to fall asleep. So I laid down and, you know, was just kind of laying there. And I had been laying there for, if I had to guess, I would say between 20 and 30 minutes at that point. It had been a while, and I was actually kind of irritated because I was having a hard time getting to sleep. And as I'm laying there, I start to smell something. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I first smelled it, I thought it was Aspen because she can be like very, very stinky. And the initial whiff, I was like, oh no, Aspen has like terrible gas. This is gonna be awful tonight. But then it very quickly switched over to where I got like that second whiff and I was like, okay, that's something burning and it smells like something electrical. So I immediately, we have an Alexa that's connected to the lights. I immediately, what am I doing? Where did this come from? Oh, I used the other sheet. Okay, I was about to say, why do I have 2 bottom washies? I yelled at Alexa, I said, Alexa, turn on the lights. As that's happening, I literally kick Colby and just yell at him, get the dogs outside, something's on fire. Like, he doesn't do well with being woken up, but he managed. He jumped up, was like, what? And then realized, I told him again, I said, get the dogs outside, something is on fire. And as all of this is happening, I am sniffing all around the bedroom, trying to figure out, because my first thought was, okay, it must be one of these cords that our phone is plugged into. We've got our watches plugged up, like it's something here. So I start sniffing all around the room. I can't figure out where it's coming from. At that point, we both come out into the living room to get the dogs outside, or he came to get the dogs outside, but I immediately ran and I've got a can fire extinguisher from how many times the mink has set itself on fire, or the mink has started smoking at least. I believe only one time actual flames have come out of a mink. So I grab the fire extinguisher, Colby gets the dogs outside, and I'm still like trying to figure out where is the smell coming from. I thought that at that point, because I couldn't figure it out, I thought something is going on with the electrical in the house. I wonder if like me thinking like that the whole house is about to go up in flames because something is happening with the electrical. But when we came out into the living room, there was smoke in the living room. So we already knew, okay, it's somewhere out here, but I'm thinking it's like in the ceiling. And we're trying to figure out what is going on. Where's the smoke coming from? The dogs were outside, so they were all good. And then I look over and my, oh, it's not funny. I'm sorry, but I have to laugh about it. The couch has like black soot all around it. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I grab my laptop and I realize that all of that is coming out of my laptop. So grabbed the laptop, took it outside really quickly, and then just kind of like processed everything that was going on, I guess, because it was just, I don't know. I can't even like explain it in the moment. I was still like somewhat convinced that it was somewhere else, and Colby is just half asleep. He's no help. As bad as that sounds, but he's just like, what's going on? What's going on? So I realized that that's what it is, and get the laptop outside and just immediately start opening windows, because the smell in this house, you guys, oh, it was just, I mean, if you've ever smelled like that chemical burning electrical smell, it's almost the same as like when you're cleaning your oven. Like when I first moved into this house, I cleaned the oven before I used it. It's just the worst smell. So We've got all the windows open, all of the, like the back door and everything at this point is open. And I don't know, like I was just, Colby had to go to work the next morning, so he had to be up at like 5 a.m. Sorry, I'm trying to do this as I talk. He had to be up at about 5 o'clock in the morning. Let's do this. So after we realized what was going on, you know, the dogs are okay, everything is okay, we know now what's happening. He goes back to bed. I couldn't sleep. I have to grab some scissors, I'll be right back. And at this point, I'm like convinced that the laptop is gonna blow up. And so I almost wanted to stay awake just to like keep an eye on it. Even though it was outside already, but still, you know. So anyway, probably went to bed around 3 a.m. and nothing else happened. And also I'll insert pictures. I'll put them in here so that you guys can see. So the laptop was completely bubbled, where I'm assuming that the battery had overheated. And I kind of don't get it because like I said, like it wasn't plugged in or anything. And I'm glad that I got up out of bed. But the other thing is I've gone to sleep with the laptop plugged in on that couch for years. Like the laptop is about 5 years old. And I know that that's, don't come for me telling me that I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't have the laptop plugged in. I shouldn't have somebody messaged me and told me I shouldn't have my laptop sitting on my couch. Anyway, so I have though, I've done it before. I'm sure I'm not the only person that has, left their laptop plugged in overnight before. And it worries me now because obviously the big computers are plugged in overnight, but I guess they don't get hot like that. The other thing is, it wasn't hot when I came out here and, how am I gonna do this? Let's go this way. It wasn't hot when I came out here and unplugged it and shut it down because I had checked to see like how far into processing that video was. And it wasn't warm then. I mean, it was, let's back up. It was warm. It's always warm. It's a laptop, but it wasn't like incredibly hot or anything. Anyway, so that's what happened. Yeah, I mean, that's what happened. Like I said, I'll put pictures in for you guys to see. I feel like it has somewhat like scarred me because now before we go to bed, like, I mean, Colby obviously has left his laptop plugged in, like sitting on the kitchen counter because when he works, he normally works from the kitchen counter. And when I work, I like to sit on the couch. So he would normally leave his plugged in on the kitchen counter. So now both of us are just like going around unplugging everything, like the Alexa that's out here, that's like the show. I unplug it now before I go to bed because I'm afraid it's gonna catch on fire. So that's what happened, and now let me move over into what happened when I called Apple. So, and I posted about all of this on Instagram, so you guys may have already, I mean, I didn't post about like everything that happened, but I did post at like 1 in the morning or whenever it was what had gone on. This is just all kinds of, there we go. So the next day I called Apple, and I wasn't really expecting Apple to do anything, to be honest. The MacBook was about 5 years old. I think it was a 2015, maybe that makes it 6 years old. But I wanted to call them anyway because I Googled it that night, just to see what was going on, like if anybody else had this happen. And the first thing that popped up was where somebody else's MacBook Pro had caught on fire like that while they were asleep. So I was like, okay, so this is clearly something that's happened before. I should at least call them and let them know that it happened. And maybe they'll do something. I thought maybe they would give me a credit towards a new one, or, I don't know, something, just because it did like legit almost burn my house down. Maybe I'm being dramatic. I don't feel like I'm being dramatic. Like, it scared me so bad. But anyway, so how do I want to do this? I'm sorry, I've got to think for a second. So let's do. So anyway, I call Apple the next day. I want to put this one down, I know that. And they asked for photos. Because when I called it, I just said, hey, last night my MacBook caught on fire and burned a hole in my couch. And they were immediately very apologetic and asked if I needed medical attention and if I was okay and all of this. And I said, I'm fine. That's, I just wanted to tell you guys, that this happened. I should zoom you guys back out. So I call and they immediately say, okay, we need to transfer you to somebody else so that we can, talk a little bit more about this. And I said, that's fine. So anyway, so I got connected to the guy that I have now been, I'm not gonna put one, well, I feel like I have to put one here, don't I? Maybe not, I'm not gonna put one there for right now. Talk to the guy that I've been talking to now throughout this entire time. I've had like a dedicated person. And basically he asked me the same thing. He asked me if I was going to seek medical treatment. And then he said, we need to send these pictures over to a different team of ours. If I'm gonna send you a link, if you could send me over, if you could take a picture of the laptop, like he wanted it open and closed and all this other stuff. He said, if you could do all that, send it over to me. And I said, sure, not a problem. And I did that. So sent the pictures, and then the very next day he called back. He said, the team took a look at all of these pictures and, definitely that's our fault. Something has happened. We would like to get the laptop back so that we can figure out try to figure out what happened. So, oh no, this isn't what I wanted. Sorry guys. So he said, we want to get the laptop back from you so that we can do, run diagnostics on it, whatever, and try to figure out what made this happen. And he said, we're going to send you, we will replace it. We'll send you a new laptop. And I was just like, oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Like, that's great. That helps me out a lot. And they said that they don't make, obviously a 2015 anymore. So they'll be sending me the new one, all this stuff. And he also said that when this happens, that I've got to sign legal documents, I'm guessing so that I can't sue them afterwards if something was to happen. So let me get started. I'm sorry. It's so hard for me to try to talk while also doing this. So he says that they will be FedEx will be sending, or not FedEx, but Apple or FedEx, whatever, will be sending me a FedEx label to send my laptop back. Once they get my laptop, they will send me a new laptop. Also, I forgot to mention, it was so smoky in here that the next morning when I finally went to bed around, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and I woke up, my throat for the next 24 hours was killing me, where there had been that's how smoky it was in this house. So, they told me that, and I'm like, okay, that's awesome, thank you. But he also told me that some of these have watermarks on them because I took photos outside and it was raining. He also told me that they want to compensate for my couch, or they were gonna talk about compensating me for my couch, because he wanted pictures of that as well, where it had, actually burnt through the couch. So that was last Monday, or was it 2 Mondays ago? It was the 3rd. What's today? I don't know how, the 5th, so today's the 15th, so it was 2 Mondays ago. So that was on the 3rd that I called and everything, and I only remember this because I got my vaccine on the 4th and I wanted to sit and work on my laptop all day. I didn't have a laptop. And Rowan came over on the 3rd, so it was the 3rd, the 2nd. The 2nd is when it happened. The 3rd is when I spoke to somebody and got all this information because Rowan was actually here when it happened, so. Okay, so that was 2 weeks ago, almost. So on Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think it was 2 days later, and he told me, he said, it's gonna take probably a couple of days for this to go through. 24 to 48 hours, I believe, is what he told me. I'm sorry guys, I gotta get this, there we go. So it took about 24 hours for me to get a confirmation email from Apple stating, you need to send us back your laptop, and that this is what we're sending you with all of the information for the new laptop that they would be sending out. And yeah, I should do something else here. So I got that within 48 hours, and then the ending of the email said, FedEx will be sending you a shipping label for you to send us back your laptop. Is this what I want to do here? It's really not. Let me go back to what I was gonna do. So I thought, okay, awesome. I'm happy because they're gonna replace the laptop, which is amazing for me. What did I just do? Guys, I'm having such a hard time. So, I don't know what I'm trying to do here. I really wish I would have grabbed the deco sheet for these. The worst part is I had the deco sheet printed, like I have them already, and I just didn't pick one up before I left the house. Anyway, so all of that happens. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, but it's because I can't concentrate. So I'm gonna put this alarm clock circle icon down. I pulled these out of the shop, you guys. I'm sorry, but we can't keep offering these. They are the worst thing to foil. I think I'm gonna try to reformat them so that it's kind of flipped so that you've got the line still, but then on the inside, instead of it having like the white around the foiling, it just has the icon within it. You guys can let me know if you wanna see that. Let me put really quickly, Gampa to CVS. My parents were actually gone this past week. Mom works for me. If you're new here, my mom actually does most of our foiling, and they have been gone this past week. They're back now, but my grandfather lives with them and I needed to run him down. So anyway, back to the story. So that happened, and now I'm waiting on this FedEx label, right? So then, I did not receive any other communication or a label for, it was almost a full week. I believe it was the next Monday that I contacted the guy. It's one person that I'm working with, so I contacted him directly to ask what was going on, because it had been a full week and I had received that first email and then never received a second email with the actual label. So I contacted him to make sure like something wasn't wrong, there wasn't a problem. And I have to, last week, I don't know, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so that was what was going on, if you hadn't heard. So I feel like when I get the new laptop, I'm gonna be terrified of it, but I have to have a laptop. It has been such a pain. I know that sounds dramatic, but to be honest, like when I get home, I generally work for a bit. There is just so much. I guess I didn't really even realize how dependent I am on my laptop for the business, but I spend at least one pretty much full day during the weekend designing, and then, is that what I want to do? I guess I don't have a choice because it's down now. Spend at least one full day during the weekend designing, and then as far as like videos and stuff, I do most of that throughout the week, like in the middle or like after work, like after dinner. I will spend a lot of time doing that. I'm sorry, I have to keep backing you guys in and out. So yeah, that's just what's going on. I'm sorry that I haven't posted anything. So this weekend, when I realized that it was going to be yet another week or so before I actually receive a laptop, I decided just to grab one of my big iMacs from Mom's house, which is where the office is, and go ahead and drag it over here for the weekend because I need to design, I needed to film, there's stuff that needed to be done. So that's what's going on, and that is why I haven't posted, and I apologize, but I'm gonna write my sidebar really quickly. Hopefully I'll have it soon. Really don't like this here, but I don't know that I can get it back up. Okay. And then what else? Oh, like honestly, this week, or this past 2 weeks, I guess I should say, have just been, so after that happens, like 2 days later, Colby runs his phone over with his forklift at work and can't remember his iCloud password, can't remember his, like, just all this stuff. And he had to be on the phone with Apple for literally like 3 hours the other day trying to get his information, and just, he couldn't. They can't do anything about it. So he's having to wipe his entire computer. He can't get into his iPhone to turn off the Find My iPhone to be able to send his back for the insurance. So he just doesn't have a phone right now. It's a whole mess, everything right now. And I don't know if you guys have seen the news, but North Carolina, or it's like the eastern coast, I guess, but North Carolina is apparently the worst, ran out of gas this week. And that's what I put this down here for, because I had my car on E. When I realized what was going on, my car was already on E. And I had to drive all over town. Not even just all over town. I mean, it took me, let me write this in really quickly. I left mom's and I drove home, and I live about 25-ish, maybe 30 miles from mom's house. So I took the long way, and I was very concerned at the end that I was actually gonna run out of gas, but I was okay for a bit, drove all over, could not find gas anywhere. The couple of places that did have it had a line of about 30 or 40 cars, and I knew that my car wasn't gonna make it through sitting through that. So I finally ended up, I had, I think, 15 maybe miles left before my car was gonna run out, and I was almost home at that point, and I had told mom, because I had been on the phone with her, that it was looking like I was going to be stuck at my house, and she was still in Florida at this point. And then I got super lucky, and I found gas. Oh, this is the same color. I found gas at a gas station literally 5 miles from my house. But yeah, it's been a mess, because then Colby comes home and he doesn't have a phone, so he doesn't know that this is happening. Like, he had no idea that this whole gas thing was even going down. He gets home, he's on E. So we go out and we try to find gas for him, can't find gas. He ended up not being able to go anywhere for a couple of days, and then we got lucky and we ended up finding some, I think it was yesterday, or maybe it was Thursday. But yeah, it's been a lot the last couple of weeks. So I put in, sorry, I'm trying to like discuss while also doing everything else, and I'm out of practice. Sorry guys, I feel like this is getting really rambly. Anyway, so I went ahead and put in call bank. I was on, you guys, more stuff. I was on hold for like an hour and a half. Anyway, and then underneath that, I just put this kind of like pretty floral thing in, and then for the rest of the day, I just worked. Since mom was gone this week, how do I want to do this? That's pretty. Since mom was gone this week, I was going in at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning most days this week, just to be able to have extra time to try to get everything done. I don't want to do that there. I don't really want to do this here either. I don't know if I can get this up or not. So I've had very, very long work days this week. We are caught up on almost everything. We're like running our processing right down to like the wire, which I'm not a fan of doing, but our processing right now is 5 to 7 business days. So at least it's not like it's 1 to 2 weeks. And then I think I'm gonna do some kind of, oh, I know. Well, no, because I've got one right next to it. Do one of these. Anyway, but we are now getting to a point where we're all right. Mom got back a few days ago, and we will be shipping out the foil bundles, foil mystery subscription bundles, on Monday for May. They're almost done. Honestly, I probably could have shipped them yesterday, but I would have had to have stayed there for an extra couple of hours, and I had already been there for 10, maybe 11. So I decided just to go ahead and wait, since they weren't technically supposed to ship anyway until Monday. I'm sorry, this is gonna be so rambly. I'm gonna pull this back up again. Is that pretty? Not really. What about that? Yeah, that's kind of pretty. Just trying to get that off of my finger. Okay. So let's move on now to Wednesday. And I've just got my all pen planner over to my left that I'm kind of going off of. So up top, I want to just do a box here. And then I'm going to take one of these and just put in package orders. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Oh boy, okay, so I haven't mentioned this, I don't think, anywhere. Colby is going to be going back to school, which is wonderful. I am thrilled. He's gonna be starting in August. The problem is the dogs. So he will be gone most days between 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm gonna put this little package there as well. So obviously something has to be done about the dogs. He currently works Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays, and he works 12-hour shifts, and then sometimes we'll go in throughout the week because he also has a part-time job or part-time thing with his dad where he DJs. So we, you know, kind of talked about it, and the only option really that I can see is to move the office back here. Yeah, it's kind of the only thing that I can see. I don't want to, like, I honestly, part of me wants to, I shouldn't say that, part of me does want to, but it has been so incredibly nice to have the separation of not having the office here at my house, like to be able to leave work on Friday. And then obviously, like I said, I work here, but to not have just the stickers and the stock and the machines and everything here has been wonderful. But all good things must come to an end, right? So we're gonna have to move the office back here. Part of me is okay with it. My battery's gonna die, I'm gonna have to stop. Part of me is okay with it because I will be able to print here with the new foiling machine. Speaking of, I had a foil delivery this day that I need to put in. With the new foil machine, the longest, or the thing that's taking us the longest now is cutting, printing and cut, technically printing. Printing and cutting, and then it is pretty quick now to get everything through the foiling machine. So being able to have, what I'm trying to do here, being able to have the printers and everything here will be great because I'll be able to, you know, just kind of sit around and print at night or on the weekends so that it's ready to go. But you know, I don't know, just the separation. And plus we turned that room into a workout room, so we will be having to move some of that. Well, all of that. There won't be room for any of that, let's be real, but I don't know. Part of me is excited, plus I don't have to drive. I mean, it'll be kind of nice to have stuff back. It's easier for me to vlog that way as well because it's all here. I don't like this right here, so I'm gonna pull this back up. I think it needs something else. But yeah, so I think that's it. I think that's me catching you guys up on everything. It's basically just been, don't want this as the same color. It's basically just been crazy couple of weeks. Okay guys, it is now a few hours later. I'm sorry about that. So I don't know where I was. I'm not gonna even sit here and play. So I know I was working on Wednesday. We had a foiled delivery. I don't really like how this looks though, so I kind of want to pull it back up. I'm not really a fan of how this looks either, if we're being honest, but I don't know that I can get it back up either. Okay, well, I can at least get this back up. Oh, okay. So I like this. This looks super cute. I just kind of want, no. Maybe instead of that small box, could do, should I put it in the middle? Should I put it kind of down? I know, so I'm gonna do, Yeah, that's cute. Okay, so there is the first half of my week. I'm really not loving this. And I kind of feel like I should try to get this back up. But I think I'm gonna end up ripping so much of this page, yeah, that it's just not gonna, let me see. I wanna do, sorry if you can hear Ozzy literally digging underneath the couch. I'm gonna try to pull it up. It's gonna rip the page, but I think I'm gonna be able to cover it back. Well, maybe. It ripped way more than what I thought I was going to. Uh-oh. Oh, sorry for Aspen. What's wrong, baby girl? What was that? She is so vocal, just all the time. She just kind of just talks like constantly. Okay, so I am going to now, that's still got that, but it's okay. I'm gonna put in another foil. And then I think, let's use, I know that one of these sheets has a portrait on it. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, okay, I like that much better. Although I still feel like, yeah, let's do, it could definitely have a little something. Yeah, I wish I would have grabbed the deco for this kit. Maybe I'll plan again because I loved this kit so much. Like, this kit took me so long to design because there's so much, like so many different elements that I brought into it. And I hate to not be like just obsessed with the way that my spread using it turns out. But maybe I'll plan with it not filming and then I could just share the photos after. I don't dislike it. I think it looks really beautiful still, but I am going to fill out my sidebar really quickly. Okay, so I've got my sidebar all filled out. This is just my workout schedule. So I'm doing this calendar. It's for Peloton's like strength classes. It's called Hardcore on the Floor. I don't know if anybody else could possibly be doing it. I mean, it's a massive Facebook group, so it's definitely possible. If you are, please let me know. But that's what all of this is all of that plus either my run or bike time. So it's another reason I've been so exhausted and like it almost kind of lined up well that I wasn't really able to film or do anything else because I feel like so much of my time has been doing that. So, but I do want to continue to do it. I'm just gonna have to figure out a little bit of a different way. I may keep going in super early and then getting off like at an earlier time, but still working like the regular amount of time. Okay, moving on to Thursday. So Thursday was just a lot of work. I actually got to work super early again on Thursday morning and then left a bit earlier so that I could drop my laptop off at FedEx. So let's see here. I'm gonna use this for a little bit of separation there. And then okay, so I'm gonna use that box, but I wanna grab something for that mail drop off. It's like my most used icon is the package. Let's just do another alarm clock, that works. And I'm just gonna write in FedEx and maybe drop off. Okay, so that is cute. I like that box. And then underneath that, it was a lot of design work as well as a lot of orders. Honestly, Thursday was really just this whole week. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in a box down here for design. And I'll probably go ahead and grab a laptop that I don't have, but let's pretend. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a laptop sticker. Maybe. What's going on? Oh, no, okay. It's one of the bad things about using oops stickers all the time. Half the time they were oops because they didn't cut correctly. I know. Well, no, I don't have design on here. Why do I not have that? Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna write it in then. And then let's do one of these just little bows. Okay, that's the one that is not cut. Let me find the other one. And I don't have a bow on that one. Let's use a planner. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, and then underneath that, let's see. I'm gonna put in just a little divider. And then I'm just gonna leave that, but I want to, I'm probably about to ruin this, but I'm gonna try. I wanna take this floral background here and try to put it behind this. Maybe I need to move it down some. I think this is just gonna rip everything. There, that's cute, right? Yeah, kind of crooked, it's all right. Okay, so moving over to Friday. So I ended up doing a lot of our, what am I trying to say? I'm sorry guys, I literally just finished my workout and then came back to finish doing this. I finished up some stuff on Friday as far as like new release stuff goes that I would normally have done on Thursday, but again, because I don't have anything here that I can finish stuff on, I have to wait until I'm at Mom's. So I want to just go ahead and first write in new releases. And then, okay, I hate how I wrote that, and I just also realized that that's the banner on this box matches too closely to that lace. So I'm gonna pull that one back up, and instead, let's do this one. Okay, and I wrote it crooked again, but I am going to put, let's see, let's put something next to it so it, well, I know, I'll just do a, if I can find it, a flourish, that'll be fine. Right? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so moving down a little bit, I want to go ahead and put in, and I think I'm going to use one of these. Or no, I guess not. That's gonna look a little bit strange if I do that way. Let's do, okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. We had a batch of orders that I don't know really what happened, but I noticed, it's not gonna fit, is it? That they weren't moving. They were from the beginning of the week. I want to say they were Monday. They were from the beginning of the week, and they hadn't even updated past being the words, Nikki, being in the pre-shipment phase, which normally things will at least update from that, and then they might have an issue updating again until they're delivered. But when something isn't updating past the pre-shipment thing, then I start to be concerned. So I went down to the post office, talked to somebody. They couldn't tell me anything. So I went ahead and decided just to reship them. And it wasn't every order. That was what was really weird about it. It wasn't every single order that was placed on that day. It was only certain ones, which made it, you know, kind of weird, but whatever. They couldn't tell me anything. They couldn't find anything. They went into the back and looked to make sure that it didn't get thrown, I guess, into like a random bin or something. So I had to reprint those. So that was what most of my morning on Friday was. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down and just put in reship. And if your order was affected, I emailed you, so put an email. So luckily for me, that was not a massive batch. That would have been really bad. So it was something that I was able to get done in the morning and go ahead and get out that afternoon. So if yours was affected, you should have already gotten an email. I think it was less than 10 orders that were affected. So, okay, moving down on Friday, I worked all day and then we shipped a good bit on Friday. I also got groceries, and then I started to design what we're gonna do for, it's gonna be $3 Tuesday again this week instead of doing $2 Tuesday. I think, I've not quite decided yet. You guys let me know in the comments below, what do you think? So what I was working on was these sheets that are the new part of the kit, but it's like, I'm calling it a layering sheet. I was going to release some of these in both solid colors as well as some different patterns for $3. It has to be 3 because these sheets are so big. $3 Tuesday. You guys let me know in the comments down below, do you like that idea? And also, is there a certain color palette or a certain like kit or something that you would like to see these in for the $3 Thursday? And then I'll probably keep them in the shop. You guys let me know. But I worked on doing a bunch of those while I was also cutting, because I was cutting things that took forever. And then I have some more random things that I need to put in. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, where is my, here we go. I've lost things. Oh, I know. So I'm gonna do just a piece of washi under here. I'm gonna put in a flag and I want to just write in, oh no, I know what I'm gonna do. Never mind, I don't wanna do this. Let's pick that back up. I wanna put in one of these. Do I? Oh, I kinda want this here. Oh, isn't that pretty layered over that? Let's do that. Oh, it's crooked. Okay, hang on. Oh, no. Uh-oh, okay. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Okay, so let me rewrite now. Reship and emails. Okay, I like that a lot. That's actually really pretty. I wonder if I should look into filling that in the kits, because that could be really cute. So I've got that. Down here, I think I will go back to what I was doing, although I don't know where, oh, here it is. So I need to put in an arrow, and I need to, oh no, I'm on the wrong, nope, okay. I'm moving this arrow over here because I actually meant to do this yesterday. I want to just write in email Apple. Sorry guys, Colby just called from a work phone. Okay, so I want to put in this right here. I love these boxes so much. And then I want to put in groceries, which maybe I could do like a cute little grocery bag as well. I don't know, I'm gonna write groceries in there first. Actually, I think I'm just gonna leave it like that because that's pretty cute, right? Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna leave that. So I had that, and then I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I did a bunch of the new release stuff, but that's fine, that can go with that. So maybe I'll put in a little flourish underneath this. No, yeah, I'll put it down there. That's cute, that's fine, right? I know what I want to put at the bottom, actually, now that I think about it. I want to put in a little wine glass. Little Ozzy. little wine glasses clinking down here because last night after I got home and, you know, worked out and did the stuff with the dogs and everything else, I had a little bit of more of a relaxed time and had a little bit of wine, and we watched some Shark Tank and just kind of tried to have more of a relaxing night because lately, even though I've been going to work so early, I've been getting off super late, and we have not even really been having dinner until maybe, you know, 9 o'clock at night, which isn't our normal schedule, but it's just been, everything's just been so hectic. But I was able to leave at like a normal 5 p.m. time last night, so we were able to take the dogs, go get some groceries, and then come back and have dinner at a reasonable time. It was nice. So anyway, moving on to Saturday, so that is today. So I have pretty much been designing most of the day. So I've got that. I want to put in laundry. So let's see if I've got, we can do fold the clothes. That'll work for that. Or actually, do I have, so instead I actually want to do another one of these little bow circles. I really like these. Should I make, I feel like I should make sheets of these because these are like really nice. Okay, so I'm going to put this just kind of off to the side, I guess. Or should I do another, I know, let's do a little flag and then we can kind of layer it. Uh-oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I definitely shouldn't have done that. Oh, note to self, don't pull that back up. Okay, so we've got that. Underneath that, I think I'm gonna put in another one of just these kind of dividers. And then down here, let's do maybe just this right here to kind of take up some space. Although if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna pull this back up and instead put down, actually, let's put this down. Maybe, is that gonna be cute or no? I don't know, I can't tell. Okay, maybe I will also do, okay, I've got too much on my hands. No, don't stick, don't stick, okay. I don't know, I kind of like that, right? So I'm gonna do design day in there. And then, you know, I've got to put a flourish in, wouldn't be complete. So we've got design day, and then I kind of feel like I need to put something in here to almost like separate these two. I didn't mean to put those quite so close together. It's a lot of foil. Okay, and then I'm going to stick this, no, the colors. I'm gonna do, let's do the gray one. But I've got a gray one right there. Okay. I'm sorry guys, I know what I'm doing. Let's do one of these. And then down at the very bottom, you guys, there's, oh, I know what I need to put in. I've got a lot that happened today. I feel like I got a ton done. It feels really good. So I think down here at the very bottom, I'm going to put in, let's just do one of these boxes. Or should I, this is a lot of stickers. Yeah, I'm gonna do one of these. I'm gonna put in post UPS NR for new releases plus sales. really like this. That's cute. Okay, moving over to Sunday, which is now the only day in this planner that has not happened yet. So I'm going to be designing all day again. I already know what's going on. And then I want to try something new, and then I also want to go ahead and get everything prepped for $2 or $3, depending on what I end up doing Tuesday. But let's start at the top with design. So I think I'm gonna take the last one of these. Granted, I've also pulled a couple of things off of this extra sheet that I had, but I'm gonna take this right here. I adore these boxes. Like, this is the first time that I'm using them in a spread other than when I just was testing out sizing and stuff, and I am obsessed. Maybe I should do some more colors of the sheets of these as well. So I'm gonna just write in design day, and then nothing underneath that. Moving down, I want to put in just wrote all over my backdrop. I think I want to put this here. For no reason other than I like how it looks. So I'm gonna put that there. And then down at the very bottom, I kind of wanna just write in that I wanna work on ideas. So let's do, I can't do another one of those. How about, where is the other, there it is. Let's do gray. Oh, actually, I'm gonna use a checklist, I think. Am I? Yeah, I think I am, okay. So I'm gonna do this checklist, and then I'm gonna put one of the floral headers over it. I'm sorry, I've got you guys all out of frame. And then over this floral header, I think I'm gonna put in another one of these guys. I really like these. Just wrote on my background again. There we go. And I wanna write in raffle, which is not what it is. That sounds strange. And then 3 Tuesday. So I wanna do something, it's not a raffle. I don't know why I even put that in there. Christy, my PR girl Christy, I asked for ideas and she said wheel of foil chin, which honestly is adorable. So I wanna do a thing where I come out with a few different kits, and it's almost like a not a grab bag. I was gonna do it last week, or this last release, but I didn't have a laptop to get enough kits designed. I wanna have like 3, 4, or 5 kits, and it's like luck of the draw type thing where you order one and it's like a surprise. You know what I'm saying? I thought that could be fun. So I'm trying to do something different. I thought it could be a fun idea. If you guys hate that idea, let me know in the comments. If you like it, let me know too. But I thought that could be fun, but it's gonna take a little bit more time for me to really get all of that together. I also need to get oops bags together. That will be coming hopefully early next week. If not, it'll be with next release. But yeah, so I actually really like how the second half of this turned out much more than I liked how the first half of this turned out. But honestly, I don't know, guys. I think I might kind of love how it turned out. I think my issue here was I did too much at the bottom and I maybe should have mixed it up a little bit, but yeah, so this is the finished spread. I'm so sorry if this video was incredibly long. I hope you guys enjoyed it though. And if you enjoyed it, please do give this video a thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye guys.